not a regular diaper. If they go pee, it's going through the swim diaper all over your floor, all over your couch, wherever they're at. So that's one important thing to remember is this is not a diaper. It is a swim diaper.
It contains poop.
It contains poop, okay?
You guys have all been in that exact same situation before where you're supposed to stop and get diapers and you have no idea what you're getting. So I have my friend Kristian here with me to help us explain some of the differences in the diapers and what might be best for you and your child. So Kristian, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Well, my name is Kristian. I have two little girls. I have a 3-month-old little girl and a 7-year-old little girl. So I know a little bit about diapers. We're also very fortunate to have a couple of friends that was diaper party, so I was able to experiment with all the different brands that there are out there without having to actually buy individually all of these packages. I am an early childhood education major, so I do know a lot about babies and about children. So let's see if we can help you out.
Awesome, cool. Okay, so starting at the beginning of, let's say newborns. Diapers, newborns, that's like first thing generally you probably end up with a lot as a gift. But let's say you weren't so fortunate and you're buying a lot of your own diapers. So what are things to keep in mind?
Well, the way that I look at it, there's 3 things priority-wise for families. One is cost. So it depends on what's important to your family. Like, is it in your budget to buy the high-quality diapers, or are you trying to look for something more cost-effective? 2 is fit and comfort. So maybe I can spend a little bit more for a little bit more fit and comfort on the baby itself, or maybe your baby has certain things that it needs more of a structure in order to not leak. And 3 is eco-friendly. So does your baby maybe have allergies? Can you not have certain chlorines in your diaper? Are you looking for something that's not going to pollute the landfills as much as a normal diaper does, and something that's more of a plant-based? And so those are the 3 categories that I would look at, and that I think most families do. And that's kind of where you're going to start your basis off at looking at diapers.
Cool. Well, then let's start somewhere. I know that you are already telling us that the aisle is like structured in a way.
So this aisle is structured. This is
I'll
Target.
get out of the way.
My favorite godsend store. Love it. Over here you have all of your Pampers. And Pampers starts from swaddlers, where they do your preemie and your newborn and your size 1, because I think newborns goes up to size 10 as far as Pampers go. So then after 10 pounds, which some babies are born at 9 pounds, you're going to switch over into the 1s. So they go into swaddlers. And you have your cruisers, and this is when your babies start to move around. Now, the difference between these 2 is your swaddlers have a yellow line to where if you're newborn, they don't produce as much urine at one time, but you can actually see the yellow line turn to green when they actually do urinate, so that you know to change your diaper, because they're not just going to soak it all at once. And in order to prevent diaper rash, you do want to change that diaper. Now, going into cruisers, these have more of a structured side. Now, this isn't a cruiser itself, but if you can see these little elastics, this is a size 1. So this is not a cruiser. But the cruisers have more of a bend to them, so when the baby's little legs start moving, this fits them better to prevent leaks. So it's better for a more active crawling baby.
Interesting.
Then you cruise over, no pun intended, to Baby Dry. Baby Dry is an amazing Pampers product. They go from size 1, I think up until 6. This is a more cost-effective Pampers. If you notice, the price of this is $8.99 and the price of the swaddlers is $8.99, but the diaper count is different. This has 44 diapers, the other one has 35. So you're getting more diapers for the $8.99 price, so it is a little bit more cost-effective. Now, going to our competitor, because you have Pampers and then you have Huggies. Huggies offers little snugglers, which is comparable to the swaddlers in the Pampers. They offer the same characteristics as far as the urine marker with the yellow that turns into green, and they also offer an umbilical cord marker where there's a little notch in the diaper. However, that's not important. If you choose a more cost-effective way, all you do is flip down the diaper and you're fine. The umbilical cord is fine. Price-wise, it's still the same. I will say the biggest difference between the Huggies and the Pampers is really the feel. If you were to ever hold two side by side, the Huggies is more of a cloth-like, and the Pampers is more reverse. The Pampers is more of a cloth-like, and the Huggies is more of like a papery, kind of like thicker mesh material. And then when you actually wrap it, this sticks better, even though the Huggies has a double wall. These still leak, or they have for me. That's a personal opinion, but these still leak for me.
That's a good point.
This is more of a better fit.
That's a good point that you've noticed that for you,
Yeah.
because some diapers will fit other children better than others, right?
Yeah, this is, that's
You
another
still
one.
may have to experiment.
So then you have your little snugglers, and then we're moving on to the little movers. Little movers are comparable to Pampers cruisers, so this is for more of your active baby, your baby that's beginning to crawl and move around. It does the same thing if you look at it, the moving baby system. So it has more of a elastic back and legs, so that when those legs and that back is moving, it's going to move with the baby, not restrict them, because you don't want to restrict those muscle movements. You want to allow them to actually move freely, but you still want that leakage protection, so you have that elastic there. And then you're moving on and you have your Huggies Snug Dry, which is comparable to the Pampers Baby Dry. So a lot of information. Biggest difference between the two is really just the way that they feel. Pampers is the #1 trusted brand by hospitals. I personally love Pampers, but I do like Huggies for different reasons too. They do get a little bit more room. I've heard this, it's a rumor, don't know if it's true, it is an opinion, that there's more space up front for baby boys. So it's not as form-fitting, so it's not constricting, and that Pampers is more of a snug fit for baby girls.
Okay, cool.
Then, if you
Good
go
to
back
know.
this way, you have your Ecofriendly family. Now, this is for your family that is into the environment, doesn't want to fill the landfills with just diapers. These are mostly plant-based. They're good for babies that have allergies, so they're chlorine-free. If you notice, these diapers are white. This one is not. This is no chlorine. This is the 7th generation. You have 7th generation Honest Diapers and Baby Organics. There's other brands out there. These are really your top 3 though. This was started by Jessica Alba a couple years back. This one actually comes in really cool prints too. Some people really like that with their diapers. There's like skulls and like strawberries, like all kinds of different cool prints. But the biggest difference between these is really, what do you want to do? So you don't really want to do cloth diapers because you don't want to do the laundry,
Right.
but you want to be eco-friendly. So you do this because it's plant-based and it's eco-friendly. Better for baby if your child has allergies. There's no chemicals, no fragrances, no nothing, no additives. More money.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Obviously, those are more money.
And then
Okay. So
the
let's.
less money is
Yeah.
down there.
Okay.
So we
Cool.
can
Let's
have
go
the
check
less
that
money.
out. Let's go check that out. So down where? Down here. Well, okay. So we'll talk about.
We have,
Let's start
we
here.
have
Luvs.
Luvs. And so Luvs, I wish I had one to show you. It's very thin. It's a good product for the price, but it is very thin. It does say ultra leak guards, and unfortunately that's not really true. It doesn't fit very well in my personal opinion, and it's thin, so it does leak. but like I said, depending on what your priority is as a family, whether it's cost or comfort or eco-friendly, this still could be a great diaper. My personal opinion for a great diaper that's cost effective is more of a up and up brand, which is Target.
Target's like house brand, right?
Because they still put a lot of care and comfort into theirs. Even their newborns still have the urine mark to where it will actually show you when they've gone to the bathroom. They still have the umbilical notch, and it's still pretty soft. So it's comparable to a Pampers, not actually up that alley, but to me, more of a leak protection, and it's just more bang for your buck.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I've used, right? You grab a box of these, you get a bunch of them. I mean, you're talking $14.99. There's 104 diapers in there. So value-wise, that's probably the best. Quality-wise, it's probably going to be a Pampers or a 7th generation or something like that.
Yeah.
Quality-wise. Cool. Alex, can you think of anything else?
So how do you read the box? What do the numbers mean? If you're coming in and your kids, they say pick up diapers and you're not familiar with what size they're in, like how explain to the guy how he's supposed to read this box to make sure he comes home with the right
Okay.
diaper.
All of the numbers, let's go back down this way. All of the numbers are based off of size, off of weight, per se. So buying a newborn, just because your baby is a newborn, does not mean that you should be buying a newborn diaper. If you notice on this pack, it says 10 pounds or less. Okay, my baby was 6 pounds, 7 ounces, so she was able to wear these for quite a while. If your baby comes home at 9 pounds,
Like mine did.
then you're going to use these for maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. So you don't want to buy these in mass quantity. And if you're having a baby shower, please tell people to not buy these in mass quantity because you don't know how much your baby's going to wet. All right? So all of this is based off of the size of your baby. Now, size 1 is 8 to 14 pounds. This is what my daughter is in right now, and she's 3 months old. Every baby's different. Some 3-month-old babies are bigger than this, and they're in size 2 or size 3. So that's one thing to think about, is if you're ever confused about the number,
Just look at the weight.
Look at the weight. Now, if your baby's growing super fast, and to be honest with you, husbands, fathers, if your wife asks you to pick up a pack of diapers, yes, it is awesome to maybe go with one of these, but you probably have no idea about their growth. So just pick a small pack and then let her do it later. Or if you want to wing it and possibly get a thumbs up or a thumbs down, then you can go with the big box, but just pick the small pack. Yeah, if you know exactly what you're doing, then that's fine, but look at the price difference here. $25, and it would be horrible to maybe use 10 of these and then have to go buy another $10 pack of diapers. So that's what the numbers mean.
Right. So the number isn't an age. It's nothing like that. It's just a correlation with a weight group there, weight range. So tell us let's talk about the difference between regular diapers and the swimmer diapers.
Okay. Well, the swimmers, and a lot of people don't know this. Well, first of all, when you have your baby in a regular diaper and you put it into the pool, you can try this at home. Throw a diaper in the water, what happens to it? It's just going to blow up.
It expands.
So all it's doing,
what's the stuff called inside of this?
it's called, the abbreviation for it is SAP, so it's super absorbent polymer. And what it is, it's a special chemical inside of this diaper, and that's why you have your chemical freeze. But I will tell you this, is that any eco-friendly diaper, regardless of who makes it, they all use SAP. So there's no way to get around it. That's what keeps the moisture inside of the diaper and away from your baby's skin. But the SAP inside of the diaper will just balloon up.
Yeah,
and
so when
now
they get
you
wet,
have
they expand. It's crazy.
It's heavy,
unbelievable.
and the baby's uncomfortable,
The
and
diaper
it
will get
starts to break down.
huge.
It's gross. It starts to break down. And a lot of places you go to, pools, amusement parks, they require you to have a swim diaper. So keep that in mind. If you're going to take your baby to a swim park, please don't have to spend $10 on one swim diaper when you can spend $10 on a pack, because they are going to require you to have it. And what the Little Swimmers does is it keeps your diapers small, but it's more of a trap. So by saying trap, I mean that the fecal matter, if they were to go poo, number two, and the swimmer itself, it keeps that intact inside of the diaper. However, if they TT or they pee, it's going to go into the pool. Sorry, there's no way to get around it. But the important thing to remember is if you take your child out of the pool, this has happened to me, and your child is running around your house and you're like, oh, they have a swim diaper on. It's not a regular diaper. If they go pee, it's going through the swim diaper all over your floor, all over your couch, wherever they're at. So that's one important thing to remember, is this is not a diaper. It is a swim diaper.
It contains poop.
It contains poop. Okay, so please don't let your child, and don't run out of diapers and be like, oh, I got a swim diaper, let's just put this on you. It's not going to work, okay? So this is specifically for swimming.
Cool.
Yes.
Swim diapers.
Swim diapers.
So then moving on, the next transition period from diapers into pull-ups.
Diapers into pull-ups. So pull-ups,
Where are we at?
we're going to take a,
Down here.
yes, we'll take a walk down here. So pull-ups, they come in various, oh, and I forgot to tell you, the swim diapers, they're small, medium, and large. So there's no newborn 1, 2, 3. That's all based off of your baby's size and whether they fit small, medium, or large. But they still have the elastics, just like all of the regular diapers do.
Now the
around
swim
the
diapers,
legs
correct me
and
if I'm wrong, I'm trying to remember. The swim diapers aren't like this, more of a pull-up, isn't it?
It is a pull-up, yeah. It's not going to open and close, and there's no
tabs.
tabs to put it around. It's going to be a straight pull-up. They do rip apart on the sides very easily, so if your baby does go to the bathroom inside of it, you can rip the sides off just like you would do a normal diaper, and it's very easy to change. But it does pull up. Speaking of pull-ups, these are the same thing, and these actually come in fun characters. These are for babies that are learning to potty train. The fun characters makes it a little bit more exciting for them, prepares them for real underwear. You have... let's see, we have Cinderella, so you have all of your Disney princesses, and this is just a diaper that you really don't want them going to the bathroom in, but it's a way of protecting them and yourself from soiling your couches, soiling your floor, and soiling themselves.
Beds.
So beds, anything. But this gives them more of a big girl or big boy feel by being able to pull them up and pull them down for potty training purposes.
Cool. And then talk about beds. Is there certain things that you should keep in mind or do, or specific diapers for sleeping or anything like that, or just go about business as normal?
Well, there are things that you can do. What I do is I do have sheet protectors. I don't know if we can find them in the store, but I use them on my changing table, and I use them on my crib. I use them on my bassinet, because when you're tired in the middle of the night and your baby goes to the bathroom on a sheet, the last thing that you want to do is have to change all of the bedding. So what I do is I take these sheet protectors, and they're really soft on top, and in between it's plastic. So you put that
Right.
down. If they were to go to the bathroom, it soaks that, doesn't go through the plastic, and then you don't have your sheet. So all you have to do is change your baby, pull the sheet protector, and then put a new one down and put a clean baby down.
Cool. Awesome. Great
Yeah.
information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, shoot us an email, support@tacticalbabygear.com. If you're on social media, Facebook or Instagram, use the hashtag AskTBG and ask us a question. We'll get back to you with an answer. We'll see you next time.